my gosh. Isn't it a great morning?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Shari Schonbrun, and I just want to welcome everybody. If there's anybody here for the first time, I don't think I see anybody here for the first time. You might be online for the first time, and if you would like a packet of information, then you can contact the office and we'll send you out some goodies. So we're going to start with lighting the candle. And here, who's lighting the candle today? Is it Mia? Yes. She's like an expert now.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Let's
you.
sing together. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in community. We embrace all together and join our hearts in unity.
Thank you. I'm having to follow the script and keep referring to it. I haven't done this for a long time. So it's good to be back up here and, share with you. So if you would like to close your eyes, we'll start with an opening prayer. Mother, Father, Spirit, we are so grateful to be joined together here. And when we are together, all there is love, because love is all there is. So we're happy to be joining this morning and putting aside any of our cares or business and just enjoying each other and enjoying the day. Amen.
Let's stand and sing together. My soul is welcome here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Nice. Now we're going to sing a little bit about that energy of zeal. And if Twyla would just turn around and show you the message on the back of her shirt. I barely
Sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm to do what's mine to do in the world. So here's some zeal. Let's all hold that vibration. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me tell you how I feel. I'm filled with joy and holy zeal. To do my part, led by my heart, to love and heal the world. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm filled with joy and holy zeal. To do my part, led by my heart, to love and heal the world. Open my heart, let the energy start to fill me. Open my soul, let the spirit flow through me. Open my heart, let the energy start to fill me. Open my soul, let the spirit flow through me. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm filled with joy and holy zeal. To do my part, led by my heart, to love and heal the world. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm filled with joy and holy zeal. To do my part, led by my heart, to love and heal the world. Open my heart, let this feeling start to grow. Open my soul to the Spirit's endless flow. Open my heart, let this feeling start to grow. Open my soul to the Spirit's endless flow. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm filled with joy and holy zeal. To do my part, led by my heart, to love and heal the world. Let me tell you how I feel. I'm filled with joy and holy zeal. To do my part, led by my heart, to love and heal, to love and heal. Yes, love and heal the world.
Good morning. My name is Jim, and I'm the Sunday assistant today. And I have some announcements for you. First one being our men's group, Los Compadres, will meet tomorrow, Monday, August 3rd at 6:30 in the sanctuary. Please see Merle with any questions. Are you looking for a way to be of service at Unity of Salem? Come and join the hospitality team. It's one Sunday a month commitment. It includes coming a little bit early to start the coffee and get the table ready for treats and cleaning up afterwards. It's fun and easy. Please see Trish with any questions or email office@unityofsalem.com. There will be no guitar jam for the month of August. Open mic night has a new night, which is August 30th at 6:30 p.m. here in the sanctuary. Come share poetry, a short story, or a song. Please see Angela to sign up. And also, I believe today's the food barrel day, so hopefully it's getting filled up. Join us for hospitality, coffee, and tea, which are available before the service and after service with some treats. If we want to continue with treats, please consider signing up for a Sunday. Thank you in advance, and now let us sing I Love Myself.
And you're welcome to stay seated for this song. I invite you, you may just want to put your hand on your heart.
I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love you the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel love inside myself, it's easy to love you. Behind the fears, the rage, the tears, I see your shining star, and I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So as a bird of peace on earth becomes a reality, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I want to grow. For change outside will only come as deep inside I know. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can, and I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am.
And we now join together in affirming our intention statement. Co-creating a dynamic spiritual environment of learning, healing, and diversity. We are so grateful for the overflowing prosperity, engagement, and support effortlessly manifesting now. And our mission statement.
Unity of Salem nurtures spiritual growth in inclusive, loving community.
And our vision statement.
Centered in spirit, we create a world of unlimited peace, love, and joy.
And our core values.
Inclusiveness, spirit-led, compassion, love, joy, and integrity.
And now the word for today is love. And our affirmation is love transforms our world. Through the power of my thoughts, I can alter my perception of the world. Where I once may have seen anger, jealousy, or fear, I now can perceive the presence of love. My outlook changes as I become more aware of God expressing through us all. I intentionally look for examples of love in the world. As I observe people in their daily interactions, I notice strangers holding doors open for one another, parents hugging their children as they get off the school bus, store clerks making friendly conversation with customers. As I focus on gestures of kindness, my awareness of the goodness in life grows. My life is transformed by love. And from 1 John 4:12, if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is perfected in us.
There was an ugly duckling, he never quite fit in. The other ducklings teased him, his motions grew quite thin. They made fun of the way he walked, they wouldn't let him play. When he couldn't take it anymore, he up and ran away. One day he found a family who told him you belong. Now ever since that day he's always singing this little song. I love the skin I'm in. 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 There was a little girl, she walked with a limp. The other kids on the playground began to call her Gimp. They played the game she couldn't, they filled her head with doubt. Sometimes she sank into herself, sometimes she acted out. One day she met a new friend who told her you belong. Now ever since that day she's always singing this little song. I love the skin I'm in. 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 We're living peace on earth by singing our little song. If you'd like to help our mission, then simply sing along. I love the skin I'm in. 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 One more time. I love the skin I'm in. 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 I love
So do you? Do you love the skin you're in? Yes. All the time? Good. All right. So I want to talk about self-love. And the first thing I want to start with is, what the heck does that even mean? I mean, it's been a lifelong struggle for me. I don't know about you. And, you know, I looked a lot when preparing for this talk, and I found some things that I think really capture what it really means. And it's kind of a shift maybe from how we typically think about it, or maybe not. But Jack Canfield, who happens to be a self-esteem guru, written lots of books, he says, the most important love affair you will ever have is the one with yourself. Course in Miracles teaches that love is akin to coming home to yourself. Love is inherent within us. We talk about that all the time, right? We are love. We don't always see it in ourselves. And the journey of healing involves unlearning fear and embracing love as the true essence of who we are. Ultimately, the Course emphasizes that love is too great to teach, but unlearning of fear and focusing on acceptance of oneself is the key. So that really helped me a lot, because, like, okay, I don't know exactly how to love myself, but if we learn to let go of fear and we learn self-acceptance, okay, that is a journey to self-love. And Sri Ravi Shankar says, find the love you seek by finding the love within yourself. Learn to rest in that place within you that is your true home. So, yeah, there's that place in each and every one of us. If we are the essence, within us is the essence of God, then obviously love is within us, right? And so the real key here is learning what love looks like and how that translates to loving myself. But there's some barriers, right? There's some barriers to love, to loving ourselves or loving other people even. What's the first one? And probably maybe the most important one, and that's fear, right? So we all have a lot of fears, and I have to ask you, what are you afraid of? Right? What are you afraid of? Well, let's see. Rejection, abandonment, judgment, all those things. We're afraid, but remember, fear, if you take it as an acronym, false evidence appearing real. So you might say, yeah, but that thing could happen. It really could happen. I really could be left. Yeah, that's true. But what is false about that? What's false in the fear is when you take it down to its core, it's about survival, right? We don't think we'll survive that loss. We don't think we'll survive that rejection. We don't think we can tolerate that judgment or criticism from other people. Why do we get defensive? When we get defensive about anything, it's out of fear, right? And the truth is, if we trust ourselves, we can get through anything. So all that business about being afraid of what other people will think or being afraid of what other people will do, if I express my real true self, or if I risk getting in that relationship, right? If I risk setting boundaries, the fear is because of what it's out there, what somebody else might do or think. That comes from not trusting ourselves to tolerate and survive, not trusting our coping mechanisms to handle whatever happens. Right? One of the things I think is, the first heartbreak, the first time you get, you in a relationship and then the relationship ends for whatever reason, and you're very young, and you don't have the experience, right? It's devastating. Not to say that the end of a relationship isn't devastating any time in life, but when you're young, it's like the end of the world. Why? Because you haven't walked through it and learned, you come out the other side, and you're okay, right? And life goes on. I had a client who had a horrible experience. For those of you who don't know, I was a psychotherapist in my other life, and I practiced in San Diego for a couple decades. And I had a psychiatrist referred this woman to me, and she had a situation where her adult schizophrenic son murdered her husband. Her husband was his stepfather. Now, when the psychiatrist referred her to me, I thought, what the heck am I going to do with this? I don't know. Golly, how can I help her? And, there's a point where she became suicidal. You can imagine. I don't know if you can imagine. You've got your son, who you love, kills your husband, who you love. He's in prison now for the rest of his life. Devastating, right? And she did become suicidal at one point because he thought, I can't tolerate this pain. Guess what? She did. She learned how to tolerate what she was going through. She learned how to express her feelings. She learned how to trust the universe. And after she, moved through most of it, she actually met another man and got married again and was happy again. So, that's, older you get, the more you have those kind of experiences. And if we realize we got through it and we can get through anything, we don't have to fear. So, Course in Miracles says, trust would settle every problem, right? Every problem. So another barrier to loving yourself is judgment. How do I judge me? Let me count the ways. I would like you to raise your hand if you never judge yourself. Right. So where does that judgment come from, really? Actually, self-judgment at its core is about we learned in our upbringing, in our experiences, in our formative years, that we need to earn love, right? We get criticized by our parents, we get criticized at school, and so we take all of that and we keep doing it to ourselves. No matter how old we are or how young we are, those voices come from the past. They aren't the truth. You guys all know this. You know this. They aren't the truth. And yet we entertain them. We open the door and invite them to dinner. Right? So I have a nephew who is, he's 27 years old. He had a pretty rough upbringing. And he recently learned that he's actually autistic, high-functioning autism. Very high-functioning. You wouldn't necessarily see it in him if you met him. But he's having a hell of a time with relationships. My heart breaks for him.
And we were talking about, so he had a breakup, and it was very hard, very, very hard on him. And we talked and talked and talked, and he managed to get through it and come out the other side. But he learned a lot about, what to do and what not to do, or whatever, what's healthy in a relationship and what isn't. What he said to me recently, he made a mistake. He teased his friend, another friend that he's developed, a female friend, and they were working on some project and teased her, but he said it came out mean. He didn't really mean it to be mean, but it came out mean. Anybody ever done that? And he said, I did everything perfect up until then. Did everything perfect, everything I was supposed to do. Now, keep in mind, he's autistic, okay? And there's a pretty black and white kind of perspective on the world and stuff, and relationships aren't easy. Nevertheless, he said, I did everything perfect. And now I did this, and I'm probably going to lose this relationship too. But how many of us who aren't autistic struggle with that kind of thing? I need to be perfect in a relationship. I can't make any mistakes. And I'm so hard on myself if I do. And he did apologize to her right away, and she said, that's okay. I don't know what's going to happen. But that judgment comes from this idea that we need to do this or that or be this or that to earn love. Well, we do it to ourselves, right? We judge ourselves. And that judgment is a complete opposite of self-love. And we hear that a lot. It's very important, however. Oh, yeah. Shame versus guilt. So I have to tell you a little story about this book. This book is called Love for No Reason. And the author is Marcy Shimhoff, who I had never heard of. But, we've heard repeatedly during service, go take a book for free off the shelf back there in our library. Go take a book for free. So I thought, well, let me see what's back there. And I pulled this book out. I opened it up, and there was a chapter on unconditional self-love. This is a great book, by the way. She has a lot of great strategies for love, not just of yourself. That's one chapter, but, love in general, coming from a place of love. But she talks about, there's this one guy in there who talks about guilt, and he reframes it as regret and guilt. So let's say guilt is synonymous with shame. So regret is something that I wish I hadn't have done, say. Now, you can make amends. You can say, well, darn it, I really regret doing that or saying that or whatever it was, and you make amends, right? In 12-step recovery programs, making amends is a key to recovery, right? Because then you can let that go. In Judaism, the highest holidays, I've said this before, the highest holiday is Yom Kippur. And Yom Kippur is a day of atonement. And that also means at one-ment. And this is where you get to make an inventory like you do in recovery programs. You make an inventory for that year. You look back. What would I like to change? What did I do I'm not so pleased with? And you get to say, okay, I forgive myself. I'll choose again. So that's a kind of regret. But guilt and shame, we carry these around, and it's about feeling defective. I'm not good enough, right? I feel it's about fundamentally, I'm not okay. And shame is much more difficult. Shame and guilt are much more difficult. They can be very toxic, and we carry it around anyway, right? And we let it fester. now I want to tell you that shame and guilt grow in the dark. They grow in the dark. When they're exposed to the light, it withers and dies. And this means that when you talk about what you're ashamed of, it has a tendency to dissipate and disappear. So I didn't know this for a while. And so I never told anybody. For the longest time, I went bankrupt. I wrecked my credit. I didn't pay my taxes for 4 years. And I ended up with a $30,000 IRS debt. And until I talked about it, I didn't realize there's a whole bunch of other people out there who've done the same thing, right? A whole bunch of us. And I'm 73 now, so I meet a lot of people, who've financially mismanaged themselves, right? And until I started talking about it, I didn't realize it wasn't unique to me. I didn't need to feel ashamed of it. When I told people, nobody ran away screaming, right? Not one person left me because I went bankrupt. And it sort of freed me to work on it, and I couldn't really work on it until I was honest about it. Okay, so we carry around all this shame and guilt. And sort of connected is a sense of unworthiness, which also kind of equates to, I don't really matter. One of the reasons I keep coming back here because I feel like I matter. People let me know. But when I'm not in the room with people letting me know I matter, right? I go home and it's Sunday and I think, I don't feel like going. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to miss me. I don't really matter. Anybody have that feeling ever? Some people are not willing to admit it. So, and that comes from childhood too. Let's be honest, right? You get mistreated as a child or whatever happens to you that translates into, I'm really not worthy. I'm not really worthy of loving myself. I'm not worthy of other people caring about me. I don't really matter anyway. That's that inner critic that is constantly yammering at us. So let's talk about, I'm not going to give you a list of 50 things to do, like 50 ways to leave your lover. I'm not going to give you 50 ways to learn to love yourself. I mean, it's an ongoing process, let's face it. I've been working on it my whole life. So here's a few things you can do. Practice gratitude. When you make the effort to recognize everything you have to be grateful for, you will find more things to be grateful for. And we talk about gratitude a lot. Do we extend it to ourselves? Right? I'm really grateful to myself that I was able to lose 60 pounds in the last 2 years without medication. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now, that brings me to, let's see, where was I going to talk about that? Pride, by the way. Pride is kind of the handmaiden, if you will, of shame and guilt, right? So if I could go around saying I'm proud of myself, and that has come to mean to me that I'm saying like I'm a good person. I did this thing because I'm good, and I'm more capable than somebody else. No, what I like to say is I appreciate myself. I appreciate that I had the capacity once I made up my mind to do that. So practicing gratitude, it's really important, and we see it all over the place. And I just have to ask, how many of us actually regularly practice gratitude? Yeah? Well, this is a good crowd. Okay, so because gratitude keeps your focus off of the stuff that's, the stuff, right? And it also grows more gratitude. If you're filled with gratitude, then you're also filled with love. And then be sure to pay it forward. So I'm going to talk about this a few times. Danita and Barb talked about circulation. But I like to say, giving and receiving are the heart's commerce in love, right? It's a closed circuit. There can't be one without the other. So we pay all of that forward, right? We can tell other people what we're grateful for in them. It's a mirror, after all, isn't it? Right? What we see in other people is really an aspect of ourselves, right? So if we are focusing on the qualities in them we don't like, guess what? It's a mirror. Or we can focus on the qualities in them that we really appreciate. It's a mirror. We want to celebrate our accomplishments. So, big and small. And I bet you if you look back over your life, you might look at, I failed at that, I failed at this, I didn't do that well, blah, blah, blah. How about we put that aside? And that's our inner critic, after all. And we literally make a list from time to time of all that we've accomplished. And this helps us gain the confidence to tackle whatever it is we want to do. The more you can see how much you've accomplished in your life, the more you will recognize what you are capable of achieving. And we're going to pay that forward too. We're going to celebrate other people's accomplishments. Sometimes that's hard, isn't it? We might feel envy. We might, the inner outer critic says, oh, they don't really deserve that. And it's it's hard sometimes to appreciate other people and what they've accomplished. Because we like to compare, We like to compare ourselves to other people, and, well, they did that, but I haven't been able to do that. It's not about that. It's about appreciation, okay? So we practice self-appreciation. Now, we used to do this class called The Art of No One and Nothing Against Me. How many people here had taken that class? Okay, not very many of the people that are here now have taken that class, and it's kind of a shame. We ought to do it again. And one of the things in that class, before I took the class, people are walking around saying, well, when I'm on my card, like, what the heck are you talking about? What card? I don't have a card. So on the card, you get to download, if you will, from Spirit or wherever, the things you came here to be, like, I'll talk about me, because, it's all about me. I came here to be adventurous, compassionate, I can't even remember what's on my card now. Intelligent, loving, funny. You might not think so, but so that's about like looking at yourself and appreciating your own assets. All right, and your assets aren't necessarily going to be somebody else's assets. Right? That's okay. It's perfectly okay. That person can do this better than I can do that. Okay, then let them do that. Right? So it's about owning my own personal assets, aspects of me that I can really lean on and appreciate and bring to the world and bring to my relationships. Okay, and we want to be deliberate about that. It's just too easy to get caught up in, what I don't do well. Then, first of all, who I am. I'm compassionate. I'm adventurous, right? Then, who I really am. You're going to want to pay that one forward too. You're going to want to appreciate other people, right? And the more we appreciate other people and tell them, we open up a space for self-appreciation, right? Got a few more minutes. And I wanna take on a sacred cow, if you will, of new thought. And that is, I can't get love until I love myself, right? We hear that a lot. You have to love yourself first. First of all, I didn't even know what that meant. And I'm going to say there are lots of paths to self-love, okay? And I don't agree that you have to love yourself first. How I learned to love myself was opening my heart. Danita talked about this too. It's circulation, right? Love is circulation. It's nothing if it's not circulated, right? So every time I get a microphone, it has little hairs on it that tickle my face. So when my ex-husband left, I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. I was a wreck. I cried for a month. I could barely function. It was a 17-year relationship. I expected to be married to him for the rest of my life. And he left. He didn't tell me he was leaving. He didn't talk about it. I came home 2 days before Christmas, and he had left me a 2-paragraph letter explaining nothing. And he was gone. He was just gone. He wouldn't talk to me, so it was almost as if he died. At one point, he blocked when I started to get angry, at first, the stages of grief, right? You're not necessarily angry at first. But anger is one of the stages. And then I started to get angry. He blocked my email because he didn't want to hear it. So I was a wreck. And I did not have a spiritual life at that point. So I thought, well, I can either lay down and die, or I can get my butt into a spiritual program, which is what I did. And in the process of doing that, my heart opened up. I mean, I didn't realize how many defenses that I was putting up between me and other people. I didn't realize that. Okay, and as adults, our defenses get a little rigid, and they tend to stick around unless we're deliberate about lowering our defenses. So I started letting other people love me. I started letting the love in their faces into my heart, right? I started, and since it's a mirror, we're a mirror for each other, I started opening my heart, and my practice was the way I learned to love me in one of the ways was to actually realize what other people saw in me, what other people found lovable in me, right? So I let that in. And I let it in, and I let it in, and I saw myself and other people, and we smiled at each other, and all of a sudden angels started appearing in my life. When I needed help, there were people there to give to me just because, and I let that in. You probably heard this story from me before, but one of my financial debacles, if you will, was I didn't pay my car insurance. And I had to train in San Francisco. I was in a training job at that point, and they towed my car because meter was expired, and I also hadn't paid my car insurance. And they towed my car and they took it to impound. They wouldn't give it back to me until I had car insurance, right? I'm stuck in San Francisco. I'm supposed to be somewhere else the next day. I was just like crying. Didn't know what to do. I was standing out on the sidewalk crying. And then I thought, well, I guess I'll go to a hotel and deal with this. And I go in the office and I'm crying, and the lady says, well, let me call you a cab. You don't need to take a bus. I was just going to take a bus. You don't need to take a bus. I'll call you a cab. And then I had to go get my luggage out of my car, and I was standing in line to get my luggage, and I'm still crying. And this lady in front of me said, well, you don't need to take a cab. I'll take you. I'll get my car back. Sure, hers was impound too. I'll get my car back. And I'll take you to your hotel. And she did. And I never saw her again. I felt so loved. I felt so loved. There's angels everywhere. There's people loving us everywhere. Okay? We take that in, and we realize that we can circulate that love back out. Because what? We are love. That is the true core of who we are. It has to be circulated, so we have to be willing to receive. And when we receive, we can pay it forward, and it's a big circulation. And that is how I learned to love myself, by opening my heart to other people and my experiences. So A Course in Miracles says, when you meet anyone, remember, it is a holy encounter. As you see him, you will see yourself. As you treat him, you will treat yourself. You have no idea the tremendous release and deep peace that comes from meeting yourself and your brothers totally without judgment. Okay, let's do a meditation. I have this meditation from this book, and I just thought it was so lovely. And I didn't necessarily think that, hold on, I gotta find it. I thought it was so lovely that I just thought it would be perfect for meditation. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna read a little bit. Go ahead and close your eyes, feet on the floor if you can. Get in the most relaxed position that you can. And the name of this meditation is Heaven and Earth Meet the Heart Meditation. Meet in the Heart Meditation. Let's take a few deep breaths and let go of everyday thoughts and your attention, and put your attention on your breath. Picture a glowing liquid flame like lava in the center of the earth. This is the life force energy of Mother Earth. Imagine the loving energy of this flame flowing up from the center of the earth to the ground below you. See it entering your body through the soles of your feet. Feel the energy move up through your legs, your pelvis, your stomach, and into your heart. Let the life force energy of the earth rest in and nurture your heart. Now take a few more deep breaths and feel your heart for another moment. Experiencing this energy filling and expanding your heart. Now picture high above you a golden luminous light, like the sun. This is the life force energy of the heavens above, Father Sky. Imagine this loving, grace-filled light flowing down from above, entering your body through the top of your head. Feel the life force energy of the sun move down through your head, neck, shoulders, arms, and into your heart. Let this luminous energy of the heavens rest in and nurture your heart. Focus on breathing rhythmically in and out, and feel your heart for another moment, experiencing this energy filling and expanding it. Picture these two energies that are both resting in your heart, merging together into oneness, creating a sphere of radiant golden love. Feel the merged energy of the earth and the sky relaxing and melting your heart open. Let the sphere of golden love expand throughout your body. Now imagine that your heart is a golden bowl, opening to receiving all the love and blessings that are coming to you today. Sit for a few minutes, experiencing the openness and love. So sit for a few minutes with that golden light, that golden bowl of love, filling your entire body, expanding outward from your body to each other, connecting each other. When you're ready, gently bring your attention back to your body, wiggle your fingers and toes, and then slowly open your eyes. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Now we're going to do our offering. So we'll do our offering affirmation. Divine love flowing in, through, and as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. Wasn't that a beautiful song? I didn't thank the music team. I should have. Thank you, music team. I appreciate the music today so much, and you're all so beautiful. Do you want to come up here and let me? So I got to hold this. I have too many things to hold. Okay. We bless these gifts and the giver, and we recognize that money is energy, and we are circulating energy to accomplish all that we love in this place and each other. So we thank you, and we bless the gifts and you. Amen. And we also have our prayer box up here for anyone who is in distress of any kind, emotional, physical challenges, whatever. You can always put a prayer in here. Right now, you can hold them in your mind. And we know the truth that we are all whole and complete, regardless of the circumstances, and we send our love and our light out to those who need it. I'd also like to thank the folks who brought food for the barrel. This is Abundance Sunday, and so we just really appreciate that. It's pretty full today, I understand, so we want to bless the gifts that we circulate out into the community by filling that barrel and giving of our prosperity. I'm going to sing What a Wonderful World. If you'd like to hold hands with each other, that would be great. If you don't want to, that's great too.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Let's do the prayer for protection and the prayer of transformation all together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God is in me. The love of God enfolds us. The love of God moves through me. The power of God protects us. The power of God transforms me. The presence of God watches over us. The presence of God is who I am. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Wherever I go, God is, and all is well. All right. So listen, go out and be love.